Last year, Gallego ran on a campaign that supported the Equality Act, which would ban discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender. Now, some Democrats think he's moving away from that, and they're very worried right now that Gallego is not the same politician they voted for just 7 months ago.
I was really disappointed.
Gene Woodbury is a trans activist who now believes Senator Ruben Gallego duped the Democratic voters who just put him into office.
And to see him take that win on the back of a lot of efforts of progressive organizers and immediately turn around and start throwing trans kids under the bus is a real stab in the back, I think, for the people who got him elected.
Woodbury is accusing the Democratic senator of pulling an about-face on trans issues. Last week, Gallego told a conservative news outlet that trans kids should be treated with compassion, that parents have a legitimate concern about trans athletes playing girls' sports, saying, quote, "There are some sports that some of these trans children should not be playing."
Real strength that voters want to see is people who stick to their values. If you say one thing to get elected and you say another thing after you get elected, that just shows that you're not trustworthy.
It's not the only issue where Gallego has shifted away from his party's position since taking office in January. Gallego has also angered many Democrats by taking a tougher stance on the border and immigration.
It does seem to be a rite of passage in the state of Arizona that you get elected to the office either being a hard right partisan or a hard left partisan, and then navigate to your way to the middle. And then take on immigration reform.
Paul Bentz is a longtime political consultant in Arizona. Bentz thinks Gallego is playing smart politics when he bucks his own party.
Arizona wants a maverick. They want people that are going to look at the issues and opine. And I think when you look at some of the things he's saying about immigration or even some of these transgender rights in sports, he's looking to see sort of what the average electorate is thinking and how they feel.
And we did reach out to Gallego's office for further comment, but they declined. In the newsroom, Dennis Welch, Arizona's Family.
And Dennis, it's something that elected officials, elected Democrats, I should say, and the party's going to have to reckon with, because the latest New York Times, Pew, and Ipsos poll shows 66 to 79% want trans athletes competing in the sports they were assigned at birth.
Yeah, well, here in Arizona, just speaking locally here, if you remember, Doug Ducey in his final year of office did sign legislation that would prohibit a lot of trans athletes, at least in the high school K through 12 school system, from competing in girls' sports. So, when I was talking to Gene Woodbury earlier today, she feels that Ruben Gallego, if he really believes that this should be all about local control, that he should probably stop talking about this issue altogether.
Purple State Politics, Dennis Welch in our newsroom. Thank